everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Sanaa from So Crafty Sanaa, and I'm back, and I am going to be doing a budget with me video. And you guys, I thought about this. I want to show everyone how I use my payday budget worksheet. I am not going to make a habit of this, but for this week and only this week, I am going to share some real numbers and some bills of what I need to do. That's it. So nonetheless, this is my budget for my pay of 4/14/2023. I am paid weekly. So I want to show everyone how I do my budget, how I utilize the payday budget worksheet. So let's just jump right in. So I always start out by listing my cash that I have on hand. My cash that's mine in the bank, just me, personal money, and my cash envelope balance. I always started for the day after my last budget ended, which was on 4/7. So I put here 4/8 what the cash amount is that I have in my envelopes. And then the day before, like the day of my budget on 4/14, I put what I had in my envelopes after spending for the week before I add any new income. So I'll put 4/14 up here, and my cash envelope balance after all my spending for the week. If you just caught me do my little weekly cash expense video, you'll see that I spent like $425, something like that. So I have $17,654.94 in envelope balance in my envelopes. Now, not that all the cash is in my envelope, because I use the placeholder money and put the money in the bank. So no, I don't have that money sitting in my house. So relax, okay? So next thing I know, I pay my income that I pay myself from my side businesses that I have. My income that I pay myself varies weekly. So I have a full-time main job that I get paid. I'm salaried, so that's always the same. But my side business is an additional business. So I pay myself weekly from my side business, but from my main job, my salary job, I am paid bi-weekly. So no matter what, I still get paid weekly. So this is just my side income, right? So when I budget next week, you guys will see the difference in my income from this week till next week. Okay. So I anticipated to pay myself my portion of my business income for the week. I anticipated to pay myself $2,000 just for the week. Okay. But I do a percentage. What is that percentage? Usually I'll take out 20% for taxes. Then I'll do 15% for business expenses, and then 55%, possibly, roughly, depending, goes to me. If I don't have a lot of weekly expenses, sometimes I'll take out less. But nonetheless, what I am being paid this week is $2,512.27. This is just a weekly income, okay? And that's after all of my taxes, business expenses, and everything have been taken out, okay? So now that I have my income, what I'll do is I always put what I budgeted here. I budgeted to pay myself $2,000 for the week, but $2,500 is even better. So $2,527 after taxes. This is net income. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put the income amount here, $2,512.27. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I got to turn this to the side. That's the way I write. Now what I'm going to do is my bills. So all of the bills that I need to pay this week. So I already had it down. I did this beforehand, and I wasn't going to show you all, but cool. So Erie is my life insurance, and so that's $42.08. I have to pay, you know what? But see, this is where I kind of messed up. Okay, so I have to pay an SKS bill, which that should have came out of expenses and not this income, but I can pull it back. So that's fine. That's $225. That's an invoice I need to pay. But you know what? So I'll pull the money back in from expenses, add it back into my income, and minus it out. So it doesn't matter. It's all my money at the end of the day. Business, whatever, I own it. So my Amex for another business that I have, I had to pay a renewal fee, not to the business, but a business license fee. So that's $35. I ordered, you guys, from QVC, an ice cream maker, the Ninja Creamy. I only use it a couple times, but I use it to make my sorbets. So nonetheless, that is that. QVC. SBA. SBA, that is $50 for the SBA. And let's see. Xfinity. Xfinity is roughly $156. Now, these are the budget amounts. When I go in and pay the bills after I do this video, if there's any extra cents or anything, I'll go ahead and put that there. So let's add this up. 4208 plus 225 plus 35 plus 56.64 plus 50 plus 156 equals 564. Oops. 564.72 is the expenses I need to pay out of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put that amount here. When I get my actual and total that amount, then I'll put it up there and then I'll minus out the balance, but I'll show you all how I do that. So I want to make a couple of debt payments. So for Chase, I want to pay my balance on Chase, which is $357.27. Amazon crazy. The Gap, I bought something for my grandkids, and that was $126.15. So I'm going to pay that. Apple, I have a small balance on my Apple credit card, which is $31.90. And Sephora, I went and purchased something from Sephora that I forgot. I just got a bill due, so I forgot to even write that down. I could have taken it out of Selfie, but I only had like $27 in Selfie, so I'm just going to pay it out of my income. I'm not even going to worry about taking it out the envelope. So let's add this up on my debt payment. So there's $357.27 plus $126.15 plus $31.90 plus $82.68 equals $598 in debt payments. So because, well, I'm hoping that stays the same. So is that $598 even? Yes, it is. Wow. So I'm going to put, that's $598. So I'm going to put that here. And then when I pay, I just want to make sure the exact amounts when I log in are those and not pennies off. Okay. So now that I have these totals here, I'm going to get a roundabout of what my envelope balance is going to be. Now, you all, I am a chaotically cute budgeter. I say this all the time. So, yeah. What are you going to do? So, this is what I do next. I know I lost my train of thought. So income 25, 12, 27. So I'm going to minus out what my inspected bills are, 567.72 minus 598 equals. So I have $1,349.55 left over after I pay my bills. And after I make my debt payment I want to pay, I have $1,349.55. What I'll take is I'll flip over. I'm going to go to my envelopes. Now, let me get my little cheat sheet, y'all, for my envelopes. So I have these little sticker pockets I've been giving as little gifts to people when they purchase a budget book, so you can keep your stickers. But I have a little cheat sheet of all my envelopes because I'm thinking of a way to make a sticker so I could just pop on each one. I hate writing them, but I'm going to use these, and I'm going to determine right now which envelopes I'm going to give money to. So I'm just going to sit them to the side. So in my wallet, I'm going to do me money. And I think I'm going to give myself $75 in me money. Okay, you all. So there seemed to be a bit of a problem. When I last stopped the video, I was showing you all that I'm just like, I'm so annoyed. That's why I don't, I was showing you all how I'm going to come up with my envelope amount. So I had 1,000 after I took my income and took out this amount here, and my debt payment, I had $1,349 left over. I was flipping over the book to show you all how I'm going to decide my envelopes. Somehow the camera cut off, and I went through all of that with you all, and you didn't see it. So that actually saves time on the video. However, let me just let you know, I wrote the amounts out. So I'm going to give $430 to my wallet. Self-care is going to get $100. My Prue binder is $125. My Fun Money binder is $75. Need Money Not Feelings $90. And my Rugrats is going to get $145. And my Bills binder is going to get $150. So I'm going to go through and write down my cash breakdowns to take to the bank. I'm going to use my cash withdrawal, bank withdrawal to go get that money. The other thing is, now that I came up with these totals, 430 plus 100 plus 125 plus 75 plus 90 plus 145 plus 150 equals $1,115. So now, because you missed this part, what I do is I plug these numbers in. So the envelopes is 115. I put in the expected budgeted amounts. I'll change them once I pay the bills and get the actuals, but it should match up. But I just wanted you all to see what I would do. So I put the income here. I go and put $564.72 for the bills. That leaves me with $1,947.55 as a balance. I'm going to take $1,115 for envelopes. That's going to leave me $832.55. I didn't make any savings because I put savings in an envelope. My debt payment is $598. That is going to leave me with a positive net income of $234.55. I am not a zero-based budgeter. If I feel like zeroing it out, I will. If I feel like I've contributed enough, I'll just go ahead and let that money roll back into my cash balance for my next budget on April the 21st, 2021. I will do a real numbers budget with you all then. That's probably the only time I'm going to do that, because it's just a lot more time for me to do this. I don't even know that anyone wants to see budgeting videos from me, but I do want to show how I use my payday budget worksheet for anyone who is interested in knowing how this works for me. I budget differently. Like I said, I'm not a zero-based budgeter. I budget my way. I figure out what works best for me in my mind and for my money, and that is what I do. But this is self-explanatory, you know? So there it is. So I'm going to go to the bank, get out $1,115, and I am going to divvy it up to all of these envelopes. You'll see two cash stuffings, one for my wallet, which is more than likely going to be on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and this will go on YouTube because it's a longer video. So I hope this helped. If anyone had any questions, please let me know. Again, I'm going to go back to my month-to-month spend category. For those who didn't see my weekly, what is that? I usually have that, let's see. My weekly cash spending is here, and I highlight just the category names. I don't do the whole lines, to each his own. I spent $425.68 last week. Please catch that video if you did not. I'm going to go ahead and update this information, and I'll do that as a reel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.